Whether you're playing on a digital rig or an amp like I have sitting next to me here, what is always going to be true is it's going to sound different to you right in front of the amp or through your headphones versus through studio monitors or live on stage. And what's most important is that the audience is getting great tone, not your ears right in front of the amp. So here's what I do every time I either play live or in the studio. First, I try and get the best tone I possibly can in front of the guitar amp or in the digital rig. But secondly, and never skip this step, always I go out into the audience or in front of the studio monitors and make sure my tone is translating. There's a lot of different factors that can impact the way that your tone is translating through the studio or main front of house speakers. One of them being your mic positioning, and two, whether or not you have your amp set up correctly. And now a trap that you might fall into that I did personally was I would stand in front of a 120 dB amp and not be able to hear any of the subtleties in frequencies that were being produced from the amp. So I would go to front of house and realize that tone is a little bit too muddy, there's too much low end, and I'd have to go dial that back on the amp and then walk back to the front of house and make sure it was coming through nicely and evenly the way that I wanted it to. Secondly, once you have it all dialed in, you feel like the amp settings are completely perfect, but it's still not translating live, you might want to go and move the mic around until you find that perfect mic position. You can move the mic towards the center of the speaker to get a brighter, crispier sound, or move it towards the edge of the speaker to cut out those highs and get more of a low, full-bodied sound. Never forget to move your mic positions, and never, never, never forget to listen as an audience would to your tone and make your adjustments from that point of view.